Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Beckett. I hope you're all doing well. I am on a bit of an octopus kick. I'll explain a little bit more. So what I'm doing right now is I'm jotting down with paint on my rock my octopus, and I'm trying to make sure that he's got 8 legs, or at least it's visible that I didn't forget any of them because people do comment on that kind of thing. Like, your frog is missing a leg. Nope, that's on the other side of the flower. It's not visible because it's hiding behind the flower, but I have to explain things like that. So I figured I would explain here. Yes, he does have 8 legs. You may only see the tip of one of them, but he does have all of his digits. That's what I'm gonna call him. So I've put one coat on with a paintbrush to get it on there, and now I'm using sponges and blending brushes to put the second coat on and the third coat, because this is a very dark stone that I'm working on, and it's going to get even darker once I seal it with resin. It's just going to automatically go darker. So ignore these eyes. That's just where I'm placing them. That's just for my own self. They're going to be much bigger. I've also outlined my octopus in all black, separating all of the legs from one another. Now, I call them legs, but they could very well be arms. They could be tentacles. Is that what they are? I don't even know. And I'm not going to look it up because I just want to make the art, right? So I'm just going to make the art. Ignore the eyes. Those eyes are going to be very different by the time we're done. But I was just kind of placing them where I wanted them to be. And now I'm more worried about getting color in this octopus because this is going to be a very colorful octopus. So I am going to use my blending brush, and if you want to know how I created that brush to use as like a little sponge, you can look in the description of every video and it'll show you my blending brush tutorial. So you can see that he got a little more colorful than just the purple color I was using originally. And I forgot to hit record while I was doing that. So basically it went purple, pink, like a coral color, which changed to kind of an orange color once I add yellow, then green, then turquoise. And I'm using a mixture of blending brushes and sponges in order to get the look that I'm going for. Best advice ever when you're blending with acrylic paint is to do it very quickly. It does not blend well if you let it dry. So make sure that you set aside a good amount of time away from the kids or the grandkids or everyone, everywhere, just so you can sit down and blend and get it all done in one swoop. Because or else it's going to dry and then it's going to make it difficult to blend, and you'd kind of have to start over in a sense. So I did let my purple dry too much. So now I have to go back over with the blue and then go back in with purple. And I'm going to list all of my paint colors in the description, but basically just choose whatever colors you want. And blend them fast. That's all I suggest, or else it's kind of hard. So my purple dried a little bit, so I've got to add more purple. And then I'm going to be going back to pink again. So even though you missed the top part where I was blending pink, coral, yellow, green, blue, you're going to see it all happen now because I'm doing that on the arms or legs, digits, whatever you want to call them. So I'm doing all of this blending back and forth. That purple is a little bit difficult to blend in because it's so dark compared to that pink and compared to that blue. So it gave me a challenge. I believe it's violet purple, but it's such a beautiful color that I really wanted to make sure that it was carried out throughout the body. So that part's taken me a little bit longer to blend just because that purple is drying so fast, first of all, and it's a darker color. So it's got to be blended in with those lighter colors carefully, or there's like a choppy line, right? I wanted it to be a nice smooth transition from one color to the next. And it does take time and patience, but at the same time, you got to do it fast. So if you ever learn anything from this channel, while blending, work fast. It might be the same for makeup, although I'm not really good with doing my makeup. So I'm not sure if it works the same way or not. I'm not working as fast as you see here because this has been sped up, or else this video would be a couple hours long in total. I did find something really cool though that I'm going to put in the description of the video, the link for it. They're these blending brushes or sponge brushes. It is just a paintbrush, but it's specifically for blending and sponging, kind of like that effect, to get the effect that I'm looking for here. Although my brushes didn't come in the mail until after I finished this octopus. So I didn't get to show them to you, but I will leave a link in the description of the blending brushes that I purchased that are actually really easy to work with, and they do everything that sponges do. So yeah, I will leave the link in the description. So if you're struggling making a blending brush, or if you're struggling finding sponges that are small enough to work with, definitely click on the link in the description. I'm not sponsored by anybody, so I don't get anything for telling you that something works good. I only suggest things that I really honestly believe in, and that I know are worth the money that you have to spend on it, because I'm not rich. And so whatever I suggest to you guys, please know it's from the heart. It's not because I'm getting something from it, because I'm not sponsored by anybody. So it's my opinion though that these brushes are easy to work with, and getting into those little small areas, like all these little octopus arms, you have to have a smaller blending brush or a smaller sponge to get in there and make it look like that smooth transition from one color to the next. So highly recommend the sponge brushes in the description. I did do it with my little brush here, but my brush is old, man. I made this blending brush years ago. It's snapped in half, so it's shorter than the rest of my brushes. And also the bristles on my brush are pretty flat after all these years of using it as a blending brush or a sponge. So yeah, I needed to upgrade, and I decided to try some that I saw online. And they actually work pretty good. But I still recommend checking out my blending brush tutorial if you don't want to go out and buy anything. This has worked for years for me. This one brush that I've been using, it's same brush for years. So it's very simple and very quick to make yourself a blending brush. So I've done the whole color all over again. Same, I started at the top with purple, pink, coral, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, coral, yellow, green. And I'm finishing off with green, a nice bright green. I did have some lime green in there. If you're worried about what colors I'm using and you want to use the exact same ones, they will be listed in the description as always. I promise to do that. But you definitely don't have to choose the same color. You don't have to put your octopus in the same weird shape that I did. You don't even have to have all of his arms showing. And you just do whatever you want with it. You could also do a blue watery background, glittery watery background with bubbles. It's completely up to you. I just wanted it to look like there was like a colorful, cute little octopus sitting on a stone in amongst a bunch of other stones. And that's what you see in the thumbnail for this video. And it's cute. They're really cute. And I'm actually going to show you a picture I went on a bit of a kick. I think I mentioned that. And I created 3 of them. So there will be another tutorial for a glittery watercolor octopus coming out. But I'm also going to show you a picture of all 3 at the end of this video, and you can see the watercolor one and see if you're going to want to even click on the tutorial that I post probably tomorrow. It's the same as this one. He looks a little different. Little, little demure, maybe less playful, little demure. I don't know. They look very different. And so I'm going to show you all 3 of them at the end. So stick around for that. I might actually show you a couple of things that I have at my desk as well. I haven't done that in a while. I've been just keeping busy trying to get more tutorials up for everyone, because it helps me and it helps you. And I need to get myself back in the swing of things with the algorithm and stuff like that. And I really don't know what I'm doing. So just hit the like button. I know that will help me, and it's free. It doesn't cost anybody anything. Watch till the end. I think that helps me too. But I could be wrong. I don't know. And comment if you like something, or if you have an idea for something you want to see me do, leave it in the comments. I'd be happy to add to my list of tutorials that I want to get done. And yeah, that's where I spend a lot of my time, is checking out the comments of my YouTube videos and making sure that I can answer questions. I find that I miss out on a lot of my comments though. Like, I'll go back and I'll see a comment and it's been sitting there for 2 years and I never even knew. And it's an amazing comment. I have outlined him in black, so he doesn't look so fuzzy after all that blending. And I've made his eyeballs slightly bigger. It helps him to see in the depths of the ocean. That's just my, that's just me saying that. Their eyes don't need to be that big, to be honest. I just thought it would be cute. And once again, inspired from Pinterest tattoos, I wanted to make big eyeballs. So the little suction cups that they have, are those tentacles? No. I'm probably going to have to look up the parts of an octopus, aren't I? Just so that I can gain some more knowledge. But anyway, I'm putting the little suction cups on with black paint. And it's okay if you go outside of the lines. It's okay if you're on the other side of the outline of the arm. Just some of them are turned a certain way and some of them are turned the other way, and some of them aren't showing very many tentacles, or whatever they're called, the suction cups. Yeah, you just kind of put them wherever you want. Some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller. You just get creative with them. I am going to be waiting for those black dots to dry, and then I'm going to be adding a light lavender and then a white. We're just going to be layering dots on top of dots once they're dry. And if you know me, you know I usually don't work without gold in some way. It's very, very rare that I don't add some kind of gold to every single piece of my artwork. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm outlining. I'm going within the black line, staying on the inside of the black line. Obviously, I'm not going to outline all of those little suction cups. I'm not going around all those little black bumps everywhere. I'm just outlining the other parts. And that's totally optional as well. It's just how I do things here. And it's habit, I guess. I love gold and I love what it does to my artwork. So there's just a fine little gold line surrounding our octopus. And there's my son. Love you. He just wanted to tell me how much he loved the granola bar that I gave him. But he didn't know that I was working. So yeah, he loves me and he's thankful. That's awesome. He's doing very well. Very excited to go back to school. Grade 5. I'm freaking out. I can't even believe how fast this summer went. Does anyone else know where the summer went? Because I missed it. It's like, this has been, I felt like yesterday was Canada Day. And it wasn't really, it was like 2 months ago. It's just freaking me out a little bit. Time is going by extremely fast. So not only is he outlined in gold and he's got giant eyeballs, but he's also very happy. So we needed to put a little smile on his face. I will be outlining that with gold as well, but I'm going to wait for it to dry. I don't want to mess with that black on my colorful background. I'm adding the purple or light lavender to all of these black dots. I still want to see the black. So just layer on your dots just a little bit smaller, because it's kind of like that black is the outline for the purple. So I don't have to go around and outline them all. We've now outlined it in a different way. So it's important to make sure you still see the black part. Just put a smaller dot on top. And then once these lavender dots dry a little bit, I'm going to add a little white dot in the center of those, just to brighten them up a little bit. And then he's like ready for his shiny eyeballs. And then he's ready for resin. So I'm really hoping that you guys all love him and that you want to make one yourself. There, let's bring him to life here with his eyeballs. Just a little shine. Just a little shine. And the shine in his eyes kind of matches his little smile. So he's got happy eyes. I'd be happy too if I was that colorful and outlined with gold. Like, come on. We just gave this guy a really good life. And I will, of course, be putting all 3 of my octopi into my Etsy shop, so that someone else can love them just as much as I have while creating them. So here he is with me, ready for his resin bath, all excited. You can just see the excitement on his face. I'm going to put him in his resin bath, and then I'm going to show you some stuff at my desk, and then you get to see him completed. Now for this episode of What's at My Desk. Haven't done that in a while. Here's just a very simple moon. Did the moon in black, did my design in gold, and then filled it with colorful dots. Very simple. I've done them before. You've seen me do them. In my video list, you'll be able to find moons of different kinds, even a Santa moon. So this is just a beautiful set of mandalas. They've got most of their stone, natural, beautiful stone showing, and I just kind of placed a mandala on top of it with gold and watercolors. Beautiful. My favorite. I love doing them. I love making sets of mandalas or mandalas, whatever you prefer to call them. This, of course, is a doggy print. These are awesome memorial stones for your best friends, or just for people who absolutely love dogs. But this is the star of the show. It got a little wavy there because he was causing a stir. Now he wants to give us a kiss. What do you think? I had so much fun. I loved him so much that I had to make 2 more. I'll probably make more even. I just really think they're adorable. They make me happy. You can get creative with whatever you want to do. You can do different textures. You can do different colors. You can basically make whatever kind of octopus you want. So I created this one much faster, I must say. It's a lot easier to blend metallic watercolors than it is to blend acrylic paint. So I will be posting a tutorial for this one probably tomorrow so that you can create one like this if you're interested. If not, you don't even have to watch it. Just hit the like button. Just pretend you watched it and pretend you liked it. So because I love color, I thought that this guy here needed a twin, maybe a twin sister. And I did the colors a little different, chose a little different palette, but still just as beautiful. Different stone. The stone is lighter, so it looks totally different depending on what colors you choose and what surface you're painting on. They were behaving, so I got a picture of all of them together. So there you go, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please hit the like button and make sure you come back for my next video. I have a hummingbird tutorial coming for you within the next couple of days, and the watercolor octopus will be up tomorrow. I love you. Keep painting. Bye.